afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only, Master of Propaganda, your sanctioned source of comedy entertainment, off here to 1 vs 1 on Nexus. In the east, it is Loren fighting for the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, and the Soviet peoples, taking on the role here with the First Guards, Mechanized Corps, charging through here as Operation Backlash is full underway versus Orangepest in the west, forming up here the Kampfgruppe von Sauchen with defensive Doctrine with Panzerfaust, half-track and infantry bulletins versus triple infantry for Loren. With certainly quite a bit of emphasis there on nastier stuff there. We got Dull Pioneers Ostrom started here for Orangepest, an interesting opening there. Allows us to grab a lot of territory fast, so obviously in some ways he'll be struggling a bit to fight for it. In the south, Pioneers have already valiantly moved forward there to lay down sandbags by the fuel point there to resist any immediate soda assault, but also set up preparations there for the Ostrom, who otherwise are going to have a really hard time around that fuel point. Loren with a double conscript start there, adding in a lot of infantry there to fight for the glory of the Soviet Union. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe and share and press that bell button. Helps both not just you, but also me. Got Ostrom moving ahead here. Following up and connecting the points, Pioneers falling a bit back here. Might try and contest, but at the same time, with conscript in, the Pioneers will not be able to do much good, so some will be needed there. Triple Pioneers first, then more Ostrom. That's an interesting opening there from Orangepest. Triple Pioneers, double Ostrom. Not the sort of Wehrmacht opening you see at all here, but it would seem Orangepest is treading his own path here into the wild wilderness of Das Ostfront. At the same time, Pioneers heading northwards, Pioneers heading centrewards. Ostrom Pioneers close to the conscript close. Anytime he's focusing down the Pioneers, first round the Ostrom would probably be easier to kill than the Pioneers, to be honest, but there you go. Close one here. In the end, we can see Orangepest there falls back due to the staunchness of Loren's men here, valiantly defending themselves against the fascist attackers. Port there being seized up north here, Pioneers falling back. Triple conscript out there for Loren and the Dirt Army, securing the southern fuel point there. Northern all being seized as well. Could risk Orangepest here falling behind, and there we go. We got Triple Ostrom and Triple Pioneers. Definitely a very unusual strategy here from Orangepest. But that only makes it more interesting because it makes it a bit harder just to sort of neatly say what's going to happen here. Troops reinforcing, getting ready for the next big push. Skirmish continues here, Ostrom versus conscripts. Full health versus low health. At long range, the Ostrom will win this. It might take a bit of a while, but they will win this. They damn well better. Ostrom here fighting against engineers by the Carve point there. Pioneers coming towards the centre, hit southwards there, and there you go. Conscript push away from the fuel point, Ostrom advances. Engineers are being shot to bits by the Ostrom. We'll have to see what Orangepest goes for next. MD42, fast tech, who knows. We got sandbags by the centre, reconnecting to the southern fuel, though of course needs to grab it as well. Medics on the way here for Loren, so triple conscript into medics, interesting choice there. We'll of course have to see our response to this strategy. I mean, this is not your average Wehrmacht opening, so Loren might find himself a bit harder, having a harder time there figuring out exactly how he wants to react to this, because it's a bit less clear what the devil's going. But there you go, triple Pioneers to the conscripts up close. The Pioneers should activate a chance. There you go, Loren just decides not to risk it, hits retreat button and saves most of his men though, of course, except for Dimitri. He's already dead. More fighting around the center, conscripts versus two Ostrom squads, both in cover now, so the conscripts will have to fall back. They're not going to win that one. Almost got the southern fuel point there. We'll have to see what Loren does next. Does he commit to more conscripts now? Does he take up fast? There we go, got the Spawn Company and certainly Maxims versus this kind of build could be effective. We got some of Orangepest Pioniere equipped with the Flammenwerfers. In this case, the Flammenwerfer 35. More effort from the Ostrom in the south. Like to make a nice combination. We got a rush there from Orangepest. I'm guessing we're going to be seeing either Flamethrower half to get some 2-2s. Pack 40s could also very much found themselves on the table, and there you go. Double conscious, the Ostrom squad here. We got another one nearby, but without cover bonus, they are about as likely to hit that as, well, hit, I know, something very far away they can't hit. Pulling up behind heavy cover, again, long range, but against two conscript squads. Oh, we got one charging in there. Things I think are going to be less likely there for Orangepest to hold out. There's simply too many Soviet infantrymen. North side, there's been short here as Loren, of course, is forced to respond to one side or the other. In this case, he decides to head southwards. We got another Ostrom squad heading up behind here, hitting the Carve point. Bold move there by Orangepest. There we go, Loren with his Maxims to help deal with Orangepest infantry. Carve point there, secured, and up north here we got a conscript push into the Double Pioneers, of course the flamethrower as well there. The conscripts might find themselves in a bit of a tricky spot. There's other squadrons up there. That means a lot of MP4s, but also the flamethrower, and then Loren makes the right decision, just retreat there. There you go. Second Pioneer's got flamethrowers pushed back the conscript. That's a lot of flamethrowers, but from Orangepest certainly makes it harder for Loren to use cover successfully. And of course, just increasing the Pioneers' offensive ability notably. Back here, troops reinforcing, maximum out there for Loren and the Red Army. So far, Orangepest and the Comfortable von Sauken has managed to gain control here. Managed to stall at least the initial waves here of the First Guards Mechanized Corps here. And these, in fact, could see themselves wiped potentially with a bit of luck. But there you go, Maxim to the rescue. Suppress the Osttruppen and forces them to retreat, dragging their sorry asses back to the base. Back here, bunker up for Orangepest. Going to be upgraded there to the medics, I imagine. Pioneers reinforcing. And he's actually going for more flamethrowers before he's going for any medics. That's interesting there. Triple Pioneers with triple Flammenwerfers and triple Ostrom squads. We've got tank traps going up here as well in the north. Wow. Orangepest is definitely playing by his own rules at this point. Maximum there covering against any direct approach here from Orangepest. Orangepest, I mean, knowing there's a maximum, the South should maybe think it's going to set up there. It looks like he is, so he's going to try and flank about here. That apparently still saying the Pioneers setwards, when they probably should launch doing the flanking rather than the Osttruppen, but there you are. Could pop one into the building to cover the flank of the other flank here, but we'll see. Bring up there behind the maximum, the Ostrom, of course, they still need to get the cover to have a really good chance of dealing with it, even at point blank range without cover. The accuracy has leaves a lot to be desired. In this case, he actually moves the maximum out against the cover, thus to get actually some good hints against the maximum. So that helps out Orangepest there magnificently, leaving Loren's maximum in a bit of a tight spot. And suddenly, it begins suffering a lot of damage. There you go, Pioneers arriving as well here. A lot of infantry pulling in. Flamethrowers on both sides now, scorching the other side's infantry units and support weapons. Even burning through the conscript of a nearby building. A lot of action here, a lot of death, a lot of burning. Ostrom slowly being scorched out here by Loren. Moving on, comes the merch with Engineers. Good move there by Loren. Makes them a bit more likely to stick around, but even then he has to merge with them again. Are they going to get wiped by the Pioneers with gain eventually too? And I think that's going to be wiped. Yep. Flamethrower tank explodes into combustible inferno. Pioneers leading with the conscript up close, hosing them down with good righteous fire. Back here, troops reinforcing. We got moving straight to the next tier here. He's got this in case I suppose he needs something, but for now it seems like Orangepest doesn't really care, just is moving ahead. He doesn't want anything from it. He could benefit though from a half-tech support Ostrom at the front line and the Pioneers, but allow him to maintain frontline position to play more aggressively. But I mean, if he can rush out, say, you know, an Ostrom, that work out quite well as well. Other troops reinforcing. Pioneers swinging northwards here for Orangepest and the Comfortable von Sauken. Or Sperverbande von Sauken, actually, not Comfortable, but we got tank traps down here. Was Telemines actually from Orangepest. The north ones, though, they actually cover quite a bit of terrain there. It's going to make it harder for Loren to head tanks northwards. Maximum through the south. Ostrom nearby, healing themselves up. And tech almost down there. Double flamethrower punch to the conscript. Might actually want to get a bit closer here. But again, even at range, for as long as the flamethrower can do, they had to do some good damage. So, and those flamethrower Pioneers are doing some good work there for Orangepest. We've got conscripts the Ostrom. No Molotovs. He's ready for the vehicle, but so far Orangepest is not committed to any. Although, of course, he's going to soon hit him with the T-Sim light tank, so it may not matter as much he doesn't have Molotovs. The south, the Ostrom into the trench, already ready to defend the fuel point in the south. Good move there by Orangepest. Trenches and tank traps. I mean, you don't really see tank traps being used a lot by any player, so that's actually quite neat to see there from Orangepest. Fighting from the north continues as Loren commits more infantry. Having had enough there of Orangepest and all his flamethrowers. T-Sim is going to be very close here for Loren. Moments away, and Orangepest, of course, has, well, I think the Telemines down there at one spot, and that's it really. He's got no other sort of measures for dealing with it. Got no anti-tank guns ready, he's got no armor. Support McCall can be built, but he's yet to build it. What is he planning here? Oh, we got a demo charge by the building. Sneaky there. I mean, that's one way to force out the Ostrom, just threaten them with a demo charge. Get out or we'll blow up the house. Ah, scheiße. Not again. Again? Yeah. So keep doing this. And there you go. Got the StuG 3 Ausführung out here for Orangepest, bringing up a faster StuG to help deal with the infantry support weapon somewhat. Though versus the T-70, the StuG will probably fall a bit short. Up north, we got Pioneers against the conscripts there. Lots of Pioneers, in fact. StuG aiming to support the Ostrom as it's southwards there. A small camp over there from Orangepest. Maximum routed. There goes shot fired and misses spectacularly, but certainly signals to Loren there's a StuG on the field. Crashing through the walls like a juggernaut. Or a soft drink mascot. StuG flanking up behind the conscript. There you go. Shot fired. Conscript quick retreating up north. Harassment going on there by Loren. Sneaking up behind his opponent. Got flamethrowers in the conscripts. Got one from Orangepest Pioneers. Good work there by Loren. Less good for Orangepest. Obviously, he's quickly replacing them though. And there goes StuG shoots. Misses the T-70 light tank. Can soon go for a Pack 40 here. And we got a Panzer on the T-70. Makes it a bit easier to as well for the StuG. Shot fired. Didn't quite hit the T-70. Again, bit of a miss there. Trying to sort of target it more directly. And there we go. Direct hit. Another shot there from the StuG. Oh, another nice hit. The close fetching one already. German infantry in the north here away from Loren and the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps. Another hit there from the StuG. He's actually almost taken out there using just the StuG. Quite impressive work there by Orangepest. Obviously would have been possible without the Pantherfaust damage and you know the T-70 could just have known. There you go, damaging the StuG now. Falling back, there's being hotly pursued by Soda infantry. What? Oh, shite, that's a demo charge. Realizes in time. Huge explosion active damages the StuG, but still the Pioneers there to support the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung E. As Soviet infantry pulls ahead and there goes straight into the flamethrower range. StuG shoots as well, that direct hit splattering Boris across the ground. Like a pierogi that's been dropped onto the railway tracks. Need to fix up that StuG. Up north, point something seized by the Ostturm. 2nd StuG by that gives him a small battery there of assault guns to put pressure down on Loren and the Red Army. Will they be ready for this? And apparently briefly attempted telemines, but that had to be stopped. We've got a field gun out there to, of course, stop the StuG threat. Not some words I'd expect to say again. But there we are. Ostrom on the flank could try and hit the field gun. We got an issue in 6th on the way there for Loren. The StuG threat being sufficiently overpowering for Loren and the Red Army that he's forced according to the SN6M, which is not something you usually see happen. But apparently the double StuGs have proven to be so sufficiently fearsome that Loren sees no other option but to fall back to the SN6. Comrade, what are you calling that in for? It's StuG's. Jeez, no, E. E? Is that even a letter? Yes. Oh, well. Okay. And he's fixing up the StuGs there. Obviously, most StuGs by this point were not really been in service. They would have been part of a training and replacement battalions. And division, units sort of crossed there to supply training for future StuG crews, but they've really been close to the front line. They've been mostly StuGs at that point of the war doing the work there. But they would still find themselves on the front line as those units came in broad. For example, in Normandy there were several training and replacement battalions that suddenly found themselves fought to fight the Allies, and they included StuGs. So that was a fun fact there. Pioneers as a conscript. SN6 they could get flanked by the StuG. Not like the StuG's going to do a lot of damage to it, but there's just the idea of it. And there you go, conscripts what they're taking. Quite a hit there. StuG moves ahead. There we go, right into line of fire. The SN6 shoots 2nd shot there, and that's a miss. SN6 there does not miss and pierce this is the StuG armor easily. Panzer going to need their pushback with the T-7 light tank. StuG close to Vetsny 2 there and adding some Schützen, though technically early modern StuGs like these really did not receive Schützen. That was more of a StuG thing. Shoots and misses the T-7 light tank. What's he going to do next? I mean, at some point I think he's going to have to call up the StuG or some packs to deal with the FN6 because, I mean, even 2 StuGs are not quite going to cut it in with heat shells. No, by the way, on StuGs, heat shells are actually fitting since those were the sort of kind of weapons that needed it because of the lower velocity, they had lower penetration, but heat rounds allowed them to actually pierce armor those hardest they could. Much to the surprise, for example, the Soviets during 1942, I believe, when it was introduced early there. Suddenly found their KB tanks and T-34s could suddenly penetrate from ranges they weren't expecting. So a little fun fact there. Tier 4. Wow, that's very bold there from Orangepest. StuGs into Panthers, not a strategy I'd recommend, but clearly Orangepest would ignore me anyways. T-70 falling back here. Panzer setting out, the Austin being shot down. We got Panzer X on the way on them. I prefer some with that, but I mean, considering he's got another anti-tank for the moment, I guess it makes sense. StuG gaining Betsy 2 there, Schützen added. Great hit from the H6 and Panzerjägers, or soon to be Panzerjägers, moving ahead there. StuG comes in bombard, contemplating taking a loss as the Outlaw finds himself short of a few legs. And there you go, he's there we go, close enough to H6 for the Panzerjägers to get off a hit. Being marked to the target, or heat shell, but no, takes damage. But the H6 continue to fall back due to the presence of the Panzerjägers, ensuring that Loren cannot finish off the StuG. Odds have been great there. 4 kills, and we got 1 kill there. What will Loren do next? He's going to take up, he's going to move from the mechanized armor company in the south. T-7 as the Ostrums got up close, trying to aim for a white here against Orangepest infantry. Almost landing a wipe there. And we got armored assault here to further the Soviet course. Tank crews being further brought to the front line as elite reserves are prepared for the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps. Meanwhile, Orangepest continue to throw whatever expendable infantry and armor he can, as the Sperrverband von Sauken tries to stem the unrushing tide of Operation Bagration, which was the Soviet code name for the assault that would, offensive that would crush Army Group Center. Did a quite good job at it too. We got more engineers on the way there for Loren. And the Germans would feed a lot of, shall we say, sort of improvised units, and including also what was known as the Valkyrie Bataljonen, which was sort of like, sort of the home guard units, but of a slightly higher quality than, say, the Landsturm and Volkssturm. Though they were rather short on supporting weapons, like basically just grenadier units, but without any like heavier weapons. So a little fun fact there. Oh, well, you'll probably go for a fast T-34 to 60 put pressure on the StuGs. That'd be a great move. You can begin upgrading his Ostrom with light machine guns. That should not be bad there for Orangepest, though he's definitely going to need something with a bit more oomph here than the StuGs versus whatever armor Loren's going to hit him with. Loren might want to consider another Maxim, another field gun, or maybe some more infantry. StuG's being bombarded there. Getting up T-35s are really pretty good, and there goes StuG, shoots heat shield, there goes through the H6 armor, stuns it, and falls the crew back. StuG by close to Veteran UC in the ace level. More bombardments there of Loren's conscripts as they get pummeled into the ground by the Sturmgeschütz. In the south here, conscripts pushing back the Ostrom. Half the unit gone. StuG on the SU-6, the close to Veteran 2. StuG's hanging back. And we got the support armor corps. So he went for tier 4 and then he... Alright. Is it going to be then going for StuGs? Jeez. Just back up the StuGs? I mean, that'd be neat. Would also make no sense, I think. But I can't say anticipate him to go for tier 4 and then go for the support armor corps after anyways. I mean, Orangepest is clearly playing 3D chess here compared to the rest of us. And there he does go for the StuG. So we can have StuG 3Es and StuG 3Gs. It's going to be a whole family of Sturmgeschütz. But clearly here, Orangepest has rejected the false prophets of tier 4. But clearly just really aren't worth it anyways. See something about here for Loren. I mean, he's pretty much at that point only going for it for the light machine guns for the Ostrom, which, if true, would certainly highlight just how little worth the tier actually is. When you just go for it for the light machine guns for the Ostrom. H6 shoots, misses. Oh, the field gun actually shoots, misses the StuG. Good use of the T-7 out to spot for it though. Panzerjägers are appearing there to flank the T-7 active punishing him for being up scouting mode. StuG almost done there for Orangepest. Up north, constantly hammered there by the StuG, and there go both on now eventually too. Almost got the ace level then. There goes StuG on the move here for Orangepest and Das Vaterland. Ostrom up the chain fire from the T-70. Other squads yet to be upgraded with the light machine gun. He's probably wanting more some infantry. And there goes StuG charging at the field gun like a madman. He also got 7-man squads up there for him. He got an anti-tank grenade off. Takes a bit of a hit here from the StuG. Another hit their main gun out. Ostrom fought there, taking hit from the T-70. Almost ace level there. StuG moving in there to punish the Soviet light tank. With the 75 in the armor position. There you go. T-70 Panzerfausted. StuG might go for it. Ostrom squad though perishes. And the T-70 goes up in flames. Like the Reichstag. StuG shooting there, constant advancing through that. Another Ostrom squad out there for Orangepest to replace the ones lost. Can't they take a hit from the StuG, but they don't quite die. They say they're charging into all the flamethrowers, which, unsurprisingly, causes them to retreat. StuG finding out Nation 6, almost got it here. And I think Loren is taking that trying to stall for the IS-2 in the hopes that the Soviet heavy armor will somehow break through Orangepest assault gun platoon, which is quickly proving to be a thorn in the side. Engineers pushing right past the Pioneers here. We got 364 versus 363. StuG moving in to support the StuG, and there you go, shoots out the suppressed conscripts. Very close to the ace level there, and a higher rate of fire and mobility.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Now they're almost, but not quite hit there. More StuGs for Orangepest. And there you go, StuG gains the ace level. Higher rates of fire.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our line.
Oh, good hit there. Another hit there, in fact, almost wiping out the entire squad. Then Loren retreats the last man, hoping he can make it back home for Borscht and replacements.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Panzer's advancing undercover the now damaged StuG ace. Ready to fire artillery support, and there goes straight into the field gun. And a quick retreat there. Bomb grenade goes off as well. They're killing poor Vasily. Awesome there with another trench. South side could see some more action there from Orangepest, and north side some more action there from Loren. They are focusing heavily on the center to some degree. Loren is some time away here from the IS-2 heavy tank, and there goes second StuG out there. That's 4 StuGs. Clearly Orangepest is a man of culture, taste, quality. Huzzah. Now the field on the way there for Loren as he buys time for the IS-2 heavy tank. Quickly, we need the heavy tank here. They're bringing in more and more assault guns. We're dealing with madmen. Madmen of good taste, but madmen nonetheless. Whilst I'm holding out in the trench, waiting for the arrival of the Sturmgeschütz cavalry to break through the Soviet lines and somehow take Moscow. Exactly how that's supposed to work out is yet to be defined. I'm sure they got a roadmap for it. Mines down here for Loren. Bit of quiet here as Orangepest is hard at work fixing up his assault guns. I mean, he has gone defensive at some point. He could consider repair bunker to like support him that way. That'd free up some logistical attention there. Mortal there for Loren to provide support fire there versus some Orangepest stuff. Could also be using smoke screens to, you know, negate the arcs of fire of the StuGs. That could also be useful there. IS-2 goes very close here for Loren. Very, very close. StuG continues to bombard. Also, fun fact, StuG started out as the artillery branch, part of the artillery branch, and they never really left it. Like, it was just more like they were sort of allowed to use elsewhere, but normally StuGs fell under the artillery throughout the entire war. And there you go, StuGs blasting here through the F-6M. In fact, they're regarded as the elite of the artillery branch. Fun fact there. Seizing the southern point there. That's probably so it shows here that part that also made the StuGs so formidable in the early parts of the war, because again they were just basically some of the best artillerymen they stuffed into those assault guns. Panzerjägers there routed, mine goes off, killing another man there. We got more from out here for Orangepest, but the Panzerjägers could go down here. IS-2 is getting very close here for Loren, but will he be able to withstand the power of 4 StuGs? Even if 2 of them are StuGs, they still got the heat shells, which could prove to be a bit of a problem there for the IS-2 if it keeps getting like its gun knocked out. Orangepest moves ahead his StuG Abteilung, StuG Gruppe, beginning to bombard here, hoping to catch something, and there you go, IS-2 heavy tank mobilized for Loren and the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps. But I think there's all these StuGs, he may want to just consider getting a lot of tanks and then trying to outmaneuver the StuGs, because if we can outmaneuver them, they're not going to be doing as well. But for now, units that are being blasted, StuGs just continue to bombard away there. In the west, we got contrast the Ostrom, Panzerjägers moving up, probably abundant grenade there. In the center of the IS-2, Charlie 4 to pin up machine gun under fire. Their StuG continues to just hammer away. Counter-sword almost annihilated. Dutifully standing on their post, even as they're suffering heavy loss. There go, mine set off by the StuG, damaging the engine of the IS-2 heavy tank, stopping its successful onslaught before it even began. That is not a great start there for Loren. And there you go, the StuGs set upon it like wolves upon a wounded cow. That's how that analogy was supposed to work out. But now, Loren is taking advantage of the confusion here as he falls back swiftly. We've got a pack 43 going up for Orangepest. Oh my goodness. Pack for the freeze as well. Wow, there is quick loose ground here. We got 327 versus 357. H16, the chance straight into the StuGs. That is definitely a mistake there by Loren. No, he bombards the pack for the free at close range. The main gun though gets knocked out, and the assault gun dies. But there go IS-2 shatters the pioneers by the pack for the free. Has to fall back though, as the pack for the free launches a massive shell straight through the armor. Heavy losses there though. Quite a blow there to Loren. He loses his ace assault gun. StuG combating here. The engineers almost wiping that there. Falls in retreat then. My apologies about Bass in the background. He tends to get a bit meowy at times. Not much you can do about it. Field guns moving ahead there for Loren and the Red Army. Fixing up the IS-2 heavy tank. Blasting the pack for the free there with the Sis-3s, destroying it and countering Orangepest's rather intensive investment. They're also using flare stuff and mortars to help spot away. Very good. He's creeping in field guns up under it. Knowing there's no meat assault infantry really threatening. The Osterman really good at clearing out field guns in that situation there. So like it's best off to somehow catch them with the StuGs and destroy them. All the StuGs in theory, but there you go. StuGs quickly getting the devil out of there. As Loren moves ahead his assault, he might want to consider laying down some mines here and there to further slow down there. Got Orangepest taking advantage of Loren's focus of the assault gun to this sneakers infantry through the south to outmaneuver Loren's positions. Clever move there by Orangepest, clever move. Thumbs up to that. 2 thumbs up to all of these StuGs. The Sturmgeschütz. North here got the StuGs combining the conscripts, hoping to shatter their wills and their bodies. And there you go, that's 2 ace StuGs. Not something you see a lot of, mostly because you don't see a lot of StuGs nowadays, but that is still damn impressive in a strange way. The South IS-2 there, the realising what's going on, charges in there, thrashing through walls and shattering fascists, or at least intimidating sufficient enough to shatter their underwear. Awesome squad here, suffering the next fusillade, if it can hit. StuG being rushed southwards, up north, bunker cleared out, as Loren is using his field guns aggressively. There you go, StuG is going for the counterattack, trying to destroy them, even though they're heavily damaged, and that's actually a... Oh, actually got some of the field gun crew members. Not too shabby. In fact, one field gun crew is down to just 2 men, and just needs to get the devil out of there. StuG, though, sensing an opportunity to go now for the isolated IS-2, which could actually end up being pretty punishing there for Loren, since, I mean, if they get off some good heat shells there, they could stun up the IS-2 and prevent it from firing back. And there you go. Heat shells opening up. Venture 2 again, 1 StuG Pantrix as well there, and all of a sudden, Loren there has been caught in a trap of sorts. At least a backhand blow here by Orangepest. Mistake there by Loren, to put it mildly. Never underestimate the StuG. Never. And with that, the IS-2 combusts. As with a sudden drive, Orangepest proves his devotion to the cult of the Sturmgeschütz, shattering Loren's IS-2 like the false god it is. 1 kill in the StuG, 1 in the other one. Confident they've been blasted, but the StuG's got the fields moving out, but that's a big effect to the StuG's. Anti-tank grenade off as well, but not well timed enough to damage the engine. Giving here Orangepest both Sturmgeschütz a chance to haul their asses out of there. Still, Loren is controlling most of the map, but losing the IS-2 like that is a significant blow. It didn't manage to do much before it got set upon the StuGs. Another field gun here to Loren, realizing apparently his best counter to the StuGs are actually field guns that are maneuvering the swarm of tanks. He commits to more field guns, praying that the StuGs will somehow not counter them. Field gun in there, clearing out the Maxim. Mortar crew on the full retreat as well here as the StuGs just behind there. Go field gun opening up. Oh, engineers caught laying down a mine and are instantly evaporated from the face of this earth. As the StuGs continue their heavy pursuit, and now the field gun's trying to get away, can't stabilize, it can't stop. As the StuGs are pursuing it like rabid dogs. And he's losing the field gun to StuGs. The horror scenario for Loren has come true. Bomb grenade against the conscripts here. Almost wiping them out. Maxim about to get annihilated by the StuGs coming up here right from the StuGs. Oh, almost wiping the Ostrom though. But I suppose that's a small sacrifice for such StuG-tastic action. Loren still retains most of the battlefield, but his forces are crumbling away before the might of the Sturmgeschütz. And he's going for another IS-2 though. He's clearly believing that somehow the IS-2 will lead him out of this valley of woe. Field guns retreating in the face of the Panzerjägers and potentially more StuGs hunting them down. Field gun bombarding. Grabbing the maximum here for the glory of the Red Army. We got 231 to 353. And there goes second IS-2 out for Loren. Hopefully he will take a bit better care of this one. Of course, remember that Orangepest knows how to use his StuGs. That is the most dangerous kind of German player. IS-2 sending out there for Loren. Still, Orangepest is struggling with map control. The Ostrom aren't exactly great assault infantry, and at this point, that's going to really matter. So he's struggling a bit more map control there. And he's falling behind the big spawns there. Ostrom taking a shattering hit there from the IS-2. Nexus are getting bombarded here by the StuGs. 20 and 25 kills. They are certainly racking up those kills. StuGs and Gs moving ahead here. Field gun on the way, but it's only got 2 men left. Like the StuGs could actually clear that out. In this case, Orangepest falls back, probably because he's worried about other field guns covering it. In this case, he would have been right. Had he tried to go for that field gun, he would have been punished quite severely. But he's going to need something with a bit more oomph here versus all of Orangepest's assault guns. StuGs at the ready. StuGs pull back for repairs. We got 220 versus 353. Hands of one way for Orangepest. I'm guessing he wants them for flank coverage. He's probably starting to worry that Loren might try and build up a decisive armoured force and then launch a flank of StuGs, which could be a problem here for them. I suppose Ghost Race 5s and a bunch of them. Well, there you go. IS-2. Suffering the wrath of the StuGs. Already down to half health. Engineers nearby. Plastered across the ground by the StuGs. Loren's going to have to reconsider his options here versus Orangepest and the StuGs. Ostrom returned to line of the IS-2. And there you go. StuG caught off guard with the field caught off guard with the StuGs, not the other way around. There you go. Actually clearing out this field gun crew. Oh my god. StuG that falls back here before it gets destroyed. And there you go. Another StuG barrage. A bit of a parting shot there. StuG that snipes some poor soul. In the south, the Ostrom being decimated by the IS-2. And there you go. StuGs moving ahead here, taking advantage of the field with big focus on the StuGs and not pointing against the StuGs. And there you go. IS-2 almost taken out with the StuGs. Can they take it out? Oh, almost. StuG gaining ace level. Panther 4 moving in. StuG explodes. 9. Panther 4 and StuG there going for the IS-2 shots. Keep bouncing. But he doesn't give up. And there you go. Another shot through the frontal armor. Point blank range. Sends the IS-2 to tank hell. And there you go, then flanking the field gun with the StuG. Loren is being absolutely out-StuG'd by Orangepest. Orangepest's courage and bravado knows no bounds. Ace StuG with 6 kills. And the other aces with 30 and 27, but they don't involve IS-2s. Brutality on display is awe-inspiring here. Conscripts being shattered by the StuGs. We've got 209 versus 333. Loren's investment, I think, into IS-2s has proven a bit faulty. As Orangepest's maneuvers for the StuGs have very much nullified the IS-2s every time. Underestimating how much damage it is the StuGs can do, clearly. In particular at ace level, they really pack a punch. Maximum they're retreating in the face of Orangepest assault guns there, the ace StuGs. Shattering everything before them, like vengeful gods of old. Trenches going up there for Orangepest, northern pumping system for Loren. Could grab the machine gun there. The south Panther 4 does. Oh, Panther 4 shoots his own there. Can't ultimately forced away. Mining up the northern victory point. We got the StuG moving in though. Could set it off. Panzer's moving in. And the engineers found themselves forced to retreat. And we got the HE5 there for Loren. I think it might be a bit too late for that. Not impossibly though. I mean, it's down to just one StuG, so theoretically if he can keep a distance, he can beat the StuG. Of course, it's hard to charge for all the StuGs and go with heat rounds. There might be less success there for the HE5. Oh, you flanks with the Panzer IV. Loren's situation though remains a bit desperate. I mean, he still holds a good deal on that. He still has a victory point lead, but his forces have been brutalized by Orangepest StuGs. The might of the Sturmgeschütz. Conscripts mortar setting out there. HE5 tanks are moving out. Fun fact, the HE5 was very much inspired by the German StuG. In fact, they were quite impressed by it when it was, first seen by the Soviets, and actually make several designs based off it. So, little fun fact there. My God, we actually got bunkers up here for Orangepest. They actually built a reinforced repair bunker. Wow, you don't see those a lot either. Not a bad idea though, but they are kind of expensive. So nice to see that here from Orangepest. Moving back here, the StuGs get repaired by them. Panzer holding south against the conscripts. Even got here a sector artillery ready if he needs to. Ooh, cleared out the trenches. We got another StuG here for Orangepest. Another Sturmgeschütz. Up north, StuGs in here with Loren's infantry incursions. Oh, mine goes off. But the conscripts managed to get away there before the StuGs utterly annihilate them. HE5 tanks running northwards versus StuG should probably have a good chance, but it needs to be careful about the StuG. Oh dear, those engineers, I don't think they're gonna make it back home. Or maybe they will. Doesn't look like. I don't think Loren's paying attention. Oh! Looks like he managed to pay attention and actually save one man, though I'm sure he's been traumatized for life. Sturmgeschütz haunting him in his dreams. Another StuG out here for Orangepest. Another StuG for Deutschland. Pioneer there, hard at work. Healing and grabbing points. 32 and 30 kills. 14, 7. Second StuG there arriving. So, guessing Loren's going to try and get out another HE5. I mean, if you can't get two HE5s out, he could have a chance of us all these StuGs. But even then, it's going to be tricky here for Loren. I mean, going for two IS2s like he did versus the StuGs and losing the way he did, it really just gave Orangepest a big advantage. I suppose that is what happens when you underestimate the StuG. Something blasted. HE5 moving about, but is afraid of the might of the Sturmgeschütz. StuG's moving ahead. He needs to be careful not to extend, but he's going for it. Although there goes HE5, take direct hit here from the StuG, which continues the pursuit easily, backed up with the regular StuG. Direct hit here though. Heat rounds being lined up. Aggressive maneuvering, and there you go. Jamming it, but still gets off a shot there, which can happen if you hit it with like a heat shell. It can still fire despite not being able to. And there you go. HE5 tank destroyed, goes down, charged down with the StuGs. Field gun, they're praying for the north. StuG's going for it, bombarding the field gun. Already got one kill, half health left there. StuG ace goes down, a tragic blow for the German peoples. They shall miss their heroes. 36 kills, 37 kills. Field gun crew down to double StuG. Now the StuG replaced the one lost there for Orangepest. StuG's pulling back. Ace pulling back to the repair bunker. Good work. Up north we got a machine gun bunker of the concrete kind defending the northern victory point. Wow. We got 195 to 245. We got another HE5 here for Loren. Got S-Mines going as well to prevent any sort of attempt to sneak out on a point here. Orangepest makes sure no one gets close. And he's now charging the base here of Loren with all of his armor and his assault guns that he can move in. Panzer IV moving in. StuG and StuG. Second StuG moving in as well there. Trying to destroy the base. StuG, they're taking heavy damage. HE5 almost done here. What will Loren do? Constantly blasted, retreating. There we go, H5 tanks are moving in. Shoot's going to go in the StuG. If you can take it out, he might have a chance in with the StuGs. Should have a chance, there we go. But then again, to get off a heat chill, there might be a chance. There we go, H5 can't shoot now. StuG gaining veterans he won. Will he try and use another heat chill? There we go, he's going to try and stun log it, but it doesn't work. StuG goes down, moving in. The StuG ace. Trying to turn the tide here as the base gets bombarded by Panther 4s and StuGs. A StuG moving in there. Charges forwards for the fatherland to avenge its fallen comrade. Takes a bit of a hit. They're constantly moving in there. Almost got the StuG. Oh, the H5. There you go. Heat shell, I think at the time therefore is wrong, but that's just me. There you go. Main gun out though. Constantly moving out. Could pivot into tank grenades, costing Orangepest to the StuG. Oh, scheiße. Not the StuG ace. Not another one, Orangepest. Not another one. Meanwhile, the conscripts are being decimated by the StuGs. 48 kills. That thing's a self-propelled war crime. 50 kills. That's got to be a StuG record. And even in death, the A StuG crushes a few Soviets. We're going back to the StuG just keeps killing. 51 kills. And Loren is still fighting. Out of devotion or utter insanity at this point is hard to say. There would not be a surprise if ends up in the Magnitogorsk asylum for the criminal insane after this battle. StuG even bodies to the base. 54 kills. 54. 56. Good God. Good God. I don't think Orangepest should ever enter Russia after this. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up in a secret prison somewhere in Siberia. Now the T-54 one taken away there for Loren. Oh, not the one. I think it's first one, really. A desperate last bit here versus Orangepest and the German army. 56 kills. And a friendly kill. And that is an absolutely insane StuG. I don't think I've seen one with that many kills before. There we go, charging into the minefield and the machine gun bunker. A third defensive position Loren will not be able to seize. But he's going to try his best nonetheless. And he's always survived for all these horrors. A machine gun bunker and S-mine field is nothing. Nothing. We got a regular machine gun bunker in the south here, can't afford more concrete. This goes to Goering's next new swimming pool. This one's twice as big as the last one. And now laying down barbed wire as well. We got 195 to 131. Loren, though, keeps fighting. I mean, again, I can't help but wonder if this is courage or insanity or simply a commissar pointing a gun in his head. Now the StuG there, though, for Orangepest. Panther trees like going to move down into the south. He got 123 left for Loren. He's barely got anything left, but he still fights. He still believes in victory. At this point, it's going to be make-believe because he's going to have nothing to fight with. Panther flying up behind the T-51 trouble. Got Awesome charging forwards. There we go. Going to Panther fast damage to the engine. StuG's charging into the base. StuG on the way there. Going to charge straight to the base. Conscript almost wiped out. Oh, dear. It's going to be another massacre inside of Loren's base. Conscript charging at the StuGs. Right to their deaths. StuG almost done. And there we go with that. Loren's spirit is broken. A brutal battle here on Nexus with heavy casualties on both sides. Orangepest with a highly avant-garde strategy, though of course relying on a core of StuGs, and clearly that was the key to victory. Could have maybe done with some Panthers and some other bits, but overall, I mean, just the sheer awe-inspiring amount of the StuGs just cheering through Loren, and he really just did not, I think, react well to that strategy. But then, how many players really anticipate your opponent just going for 2 StuGs and 2 StuGs and just ruining your day? I don't think many players ever will, and that probably has some of the insane genius of Orangepest's plan. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family, Don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.